Great. Thank you very much, everybody, for having me. My name's Jason Singer. I'm running for a writing candidate as the USAID Vice President Representative. Thank you, AFSA, for hosting this. So I joined USAID in 2003, but I'm actually a legacy. My father was a USAID Foreign Service, and I grew up within the service, moving around, experiencing all the things that third culture kids, or whatever the terminology they use now, except, of course, no Instagram, Facebook, or internet at the time. But I had my formative years in Senegal, Zaire, and Kenya, graduated from high school, came back to the U.S. My point being, I have a very strong appreciation for the family implications of the Foreign Service and what AFSA can do for those. As a Foreign Service officer with USAID, I've served in Jakarta, Kabul, India, and a number of bureaus in Washington. I've also been with the African Development Bank in Tunisia. I was detailed to the World Bank Executive Office from USAID. I did a detail over to State's QDDR office. I started my public affairs career with Treasury Department, was detailed to the NSC. Again, a really strong appreciation I have for the interagency dynamics and the team effort that needs to go on vis-a-vis strengthening the Foreign Service and advancing the role of Foreign Service officers. I also had the privilege and honor of serving as an USAID AFSA rep back in 2012 and 13. I remember very fondly a number of the initiatives that we undertook then. So why am I deciding to run? Well, I have a desire to serve, as I think not only anyone in the Foreign Service, but if I could be so bold, at USAID at least, we really are a mission-driven organization. And now my desire to serve is really to help support USAID in its Foreign Service constituency. I have a strong belief in the Foreign Service and the Foreign Service cadre, and that goes beyond direct hire officers to our Foreign Service national community, but also to our civil service, our institutional contractors. USAID really is a mission-driven organization made up of a very diverse workforce. We have, as folks know, more than enough opportunities to engage right now with a major reorganization and transformation going on at USAID. There are obviously opportunities, there are some risks, there are good things, bad things, but what we need to do is to identify those windows of opportunity, to engage, to have that dialogue with management, to advocate for strengthening the Foreign Service as part of this. Why me? Foreign Service experience, interagency experience, appreciation for the role of the Foreign Service, the passion. You know, we all like to say it's about the people, but at the end of the day, it's not enough to say it's about the people. We need to really demonstrate what we're doing on their behalf. We need to succeed because of our systems, not in spite of them. So modernizing Foreign Service support systems is going to be an incredibly important part of this. Again, Jason Singer, writing candidate for USAID. I look forward to hearing from folks, and I appreciate your engagement. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm John Song. I'm with the USAID. I'm running as a also writing candidate to contribute what I've learned, what I've witnessed personally in my job, officially and unofficially, all the years, 27 years of service, to promote the benefits and the interest of USAID AFSA members, as well as the AFSA members as a whole. As a member of the Senior Foreign Service, I've gone through many different assignments over the last 27 plus years. A lot of goods and a lot of bads, a lot of reforms and transformations. In fact, this is the very challenging time we are faced with. It is the number 4 in my career, 4th transformation and reforms. Unlike any others before, the extent and the depth of the changes are bigger and more vast. Therefore, the risk is quite high when it comes to the interest and the rights of our members. Especially the 2 of the reforms that are being undertaken, performance management system overhauling, as well as the reorganization that was just mentioned, it's going to affect our interest tremendously. It will affect the evaluation process. It will affect the promotion process. It will affect the assignment process. And it's a high stake. I think we really need to focus on ensuring that our rights are advocated, protected, and interests and benefits are safeguarded so that while we work with the leadership of the agency, we also can ensure that we're not being sacrificed for the purpose of transformation or the reform. There are two particular areas that I would be, if elected, more interested in anything else is the work and life balance. I say this because of 27 plus years of working overseas, and 3 of which were in very war zones. And I know what that's like, not only the separation. And the other thing is the diversity, not only in, there are a lot of diversity that's been focused on, facilitated, and good things have happened. But when you look at the senior leadership, senior foreign service, there's still a long way to go in that area. And those 2 areas are something that I would particularly focus on, among other things. Again, I'm here because I noticed that there is no one learning for USAID Vice Presidency. And I thought that this is an opportunity that we need to grab. Thank you for your votes.